Hey, good morning, guys. Cowboy Ryan, and welcome to another episode of Fitness Motivation in Your Car. Okay, guys, it is 5:34 in the morning. I'm headed to the gym to work some ladies out. And, well, son's still not out. He's sleeping, and might just sleep in today. But as I drive down this little 45-mile-an-hour country road, just kind of what's on my mind today, guys, is what is this? Probably, actually, it is. What is the single most important thing that you could do for yourself to really just shape your life, shape your journey, shape your destination, shape where you're headed, and shape your decisions? And this right here, guys, it is so overlooked, and we hardly ever do it, but if you just start doing it, I'm telling you, it'll be amazing. I want you to make that commitment to me, to yourself, that you're going to do it. You're going to start doing it today. It's called the power of question. That's right, the power of question. It's pretty amazing how you want to change anything in your life. You ask yourself a question, you send the question to your subconscious mind, and let your subconscious mind come up with the answer. And a lot of times we just don't give our subconscious mind the credit it's due because it is incredibly, incredibly beyond powerful, beyond measure. We can't even measure how powerful our subconscious mind is and what it's learning, what it's picking up on, and what it remembers every single day. So why don't, it's the computer that has the answer. So feed it a question. That simple. You just feed it a question. Let me give you an example. So something happens in your life, like something happens in my life. I'll give you a big example. I went on ABC Shark Tank for years ago and was on that show. And, I was after the reason I went on the show was I asked myself a question. I said, do I have the most badass workouts and results in the world? Do I have that? And my brain goes, yeah, absolutely you do. So I said, okay, how can I reach more people? And then my brain goes, well, just working people out in a gym is not going to reach more people. So I said, all right, then where do I need to go to reach the masses of people? And I didn't know anything about the internet and about websites, so I really couldn't think about going there because I didn't know how to reach the people, didn't know about these podcasts, none of that. So I said, well, the biggest platform that I know of is ABC Shark Tank, a TV show. I applied for it, and I went on it, and guys, I hit a massive amount of people. I hit 9 million people with my Lose 12 Inches and 12 Workouts message. Amazing, life-changing breakthrough, life-changing for the thousands of people that have done my program, life-changing for me and my family because I reached a lot of people. But it's a power of questions. I just asked myself. I didn't ask myself a disempowering question like, oh, why do I got to get up early in the morning and train these people? I didn't ask myself, well, how do I get more people into my gym to work out? No. I asked myself an empowering question, which was, how do I reach the millions of people who need this kind of workout, kind of motivation, and the support I get? And my subconscious mind, it spit out the answer. There it is. So what kind of question are you asking yourself? You've got to ask yourself, that's a question on a question, isn't it? Ask yourself, say, am I asking myself questions on a daily basis? And you're probably not. And so that's what shaped my life back then, and it's continuously shaped my life. In any area of my life, I always ask questions. And, guys, I'm guilty of it. A lot of times I forget, and I do it, then I kind of go into that cycle of, oh, well, why me? Well, poor me. Well, how the hell do I get through this? Oh, man, I can't believe this. You can't believe this happened. And then all of a sudden I remember, wait, hold on. I got to go back to the power of question. It works, but we tend to forget about it. And that's what you guys have to do. Power of questions. Start asking yourself, what am I getting right now? What do I absolutely make a commitment today and refuse to not live with anymore? And what do I am committed and dedicated to getting right now, today, this moment? That's something that you've really just got to think in your head. This is what I have to do, and I have to ask myself the power of these questions. Questions. Guys, I'm telling you, it will shape your life. You want to change, you want to transform your life, you want to change the journey and the direction, your motivation, your focus. You just start asking yourselves questions. And then a few years after the Shark Tank, well, Damon, my business partner from Shark Tank, founder of FUBU, man, that sounds cool, doesn't it? I can't believe I'm friends with Damon, and we message each other each week on text messages. So it's pretty darn cool to have a billionaire friend and a mentor and a coach, someone who's at that level. And the reason I was able to do that is because, one other thing I just realized when I went into the Shark Tank and what my goal was. Most people's business goal, or if they were going to go on the show, is, I want money, I want money, I want money. And guess what? Just having money isn't going to solve your issues. Most of the time, it's not going to solve your issues. What you need is to become a better, more assertive, more confident, and a think different type person. That's what you need, because if you just change your financial situation, but you don't change you and you're having finance problems, you don't change you and work on you and improve you, doesn't matter how much you get, you're right now, your brain, your mind, your subconscious mind is set up to sabotage yourself and get yourself massively in debt again. And so I didn't want to go on that show looking for money. I went on this show and I said, what is my goal? My goal is to get a mentor. My goal is to get a billionaire partner, someone that I can lean on, someone that I can go to, someone that I can trust that's going to guide me in the right direction when it comes to business and making the right decisions and steer me away from the wrong decisions. But, guys, it was a power question, and that's what I did. I said, my goal, what is my goal? My goal is to find a mentor, not get the money. So that's why I went in there with that mindset of that's what my goal was. You've got to take a look at what your goal is right now in your life, and you've got to start asking the power questions. It will shape your life. The power question, that's simple. I know it is so simple, seems so, second grade, third grade-ish. Speaking of that, I have a second and third grader, and they're the master of getting what they want because they just ask questions. Their little brains are so curious. They don't know a whole lot about how the world works, and they're just constantly learning, and they're feeding their subconscious mind. And as we get older, we tend to turn our brains off and stop asking more questions and just, well, it is what it is. Well, what do you expect? Guys, if you just adapt this, I'm going to go in question mode. Man, I'm telling you, by the end of today, by the time you're done trying this out for 8 hours, 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 days, whatever it is, adapt that. Make this part of your arsenal tools of how you really shape your mind and get what you want. It's the power of questions. You've got to ask yourself those questions. Years later, after going on the Shark Tank, Damon kept telling me, you need to create a business model that we can duplicate. So I went to my gym and said, okay, how can I duplicate this to be inexpensive? How can I duplicate this to be easily duplicatable? And how can I duplicate this that a trainer could easily train that? And I kept asking myself those kind of series of questions over and over and over. And I gave the power, I gave it to my subconscious mind. Literally, guys, figure out what the challenge and problem and struggles that I was having and what I wanted to solve was the power of question. And you got to take a look at when you go into questions like, well, poor me, why did this happen to me? It's how you address the question. And I was asking those good, empowering questions. And I tell you what, over time, my brain came up with it. And it was like, the rodeo fences that I used to use in rodeo for years. So I went down to the ranch supply store and I bought a fence and I put it up. And then I asked myself, well, what kind of a workout impact does going up and down and vertical training have on your body? So I did a little research and found science studies and a big report on it, and it was amazing to see how much it impacted your body and your metabolism and your balance and your core. And so there it is, guys. Next thing you know, the birth and the start of the Cowboy Ryan's Gyms was formed. And then, man, here I am getting ready to launch one of the fastest growing franchise gyms in the country. Going to be launching here in this next couple months. The power questions, guys. And you can shape your life. You can transform your life. You can change the direction of your life and your journey with the power of questions. An empowering question, not poor me. Well, why me? Well, why does this happen to me? No, with new questions, empowering questions. What can I do with this? What can I learn from this? What can I do different? What can I change? And you've got to, guys, you have to lean on the power questions. Just try it. Just trust me on this. Try it yourself and just see how it really can impact your life and make it change and transform your life. It will. It really, really, really will. Guys, the last question that I asked myself, and here I am driving my gym, because I have two of these little original franchise locations. It was kind of used as the studio model for the franchise. But I'm driving here to train the people at my gym, and I started asking myself questions. Well, am I fulfilling my goal? Am I really reaching millions of people by me going to my gym at 6 in the morning and training a handful of people? And my brain comes back and goes, no, not at all. And then I'm like, wait, I'm not? You know, I'd like to serve people, but I'm not achieving that massive, massive level of goal that I want, which is the million reach of people. So I literally had to say, well, what do I need to do? What do I need to change? What do I need to create to be able to do that? And that's where I come up with the idea of the Cowboy Ryan Fit online training program. And, guys, I am so excited because I'm launching this, and this is reaching thousands of people. It's getting ready to, one day it's going to hit millions of people that is reached. It's what's brought my live Facebook videos, my live YouTube videos, my Instagram videos, now everything that I'm doing and creating is because I asked myself the power of questions. And it was a simple question. Early in the morning like this, going, am I really fulfilling what my dream and my goal is to reach millions of people? And when I'm helping, a handful of people at 6 in the morning, I'm like, no, I'm not. So what do I need to change? And then how do I change it? And, guys, I'm telling you, you've got to go do these power questions. It is so simple. But take a look at a second, third, fourth grader, kindergartner. They are the master of questions, and if they don't get what they want, they're the master of reshaping the question into a different kind of question. Pretty soon, next thing you know, they got what they wanted because they understand the power questions. As we get older, we stop using the power questions, start thinking like a kid again, ask those questions. It's empowering. It will transform. It will change your life and the destination of your life forever. But don't just do it a couple times, because you're going to do it a couple times, start getting what you want, and then you're going to stop asking those questions, and then you're going to stop not getting what you want. So that's the power question. Okay, guys, that's it for Cowboy Ryan Fitness Motivation in your car for today. The power of question will shape your life forever. Do me a huge favor, guys. Be sure and post a comment. Give it a thumbs up. Share this. Love the comments and the posts and the likes and the shares, because it really motivates me and fuels me to keep making more of these, because I know that I am making an impact in your life. All right, guys, you will hear from me soon. All right, take care. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.